Hey, what's up, guys?
I'm Bronze.
I'm Zinc.
And welcome to MAGE Gameplay Episode 2. Today we are super excited because we are going to be going over what drafting is.
Yeah, drafting, probably one of the most fun parts about Arena. Magic is a lot of fun, but on Arena specifically, drafting is awesome. So what drafting is, this right here kind of gives you a really good explanation. This is what a draft you can get from gems. Most of you guys are going to be starting off with traditional draft. We would be doing some traditional draft, some ranked draft, but because the new set is coming out, that's not available for a few more days. So we're just going to play War of the Spark.
Yeah. War of the Spark is really fun to draft in, by the way.
And I think the easiest way is we're just going to show you. We're just going to click on this, confirm purchase. Heck yes, we want to purchase this item. All right, so what's going to happen is you see we have 14 cards. A pack will come with 15, except there's always a land here. And so you don't get the option of choosing the land because they give you all the basic lands you need. And our goal is to make the best 40 card, so 23 whatevers and 17 land deck we can, and then beat our opponents. So right now, we're kind of just looking, deciding what we want.
And right now, I mean, you don't have to decide what specifically you want to go for yet. You should just start feeling your cards out as you go along. Like right now, I mean, we could go with a pretty dope red deck because of Angrath's Revenge and whatnot, but maybe we don't.
Right, and typically, because rares, and you see that this is rare because it's gold, rares are really hard to find, hence the name rare. So I'm really tempted to take this just because I know I'm not going to get it back. Because what we do in a traditional draft, there's usually like 6 or 8 in a pod. You'll go ahead and pick one, pass it to the next player, and then so on and so forth. So I will see this pack again, but with a lot less cards in it. Mm-hmm. So that's how it goes. So I pick one, and then my next pack only has 13, and then so on and so forth. I think I'm just going to straight up take the Tybalt.
Sure.
Because Blaststone is good. Blaststone destroys our opponent's permanence, but I think Tybalt might be a safe bet. Do I take Blaststone? Do I think I'm going to get a Tybalt again? Maybe I'll take Blaststone.
I don't know.
Just because it's safe in any deck.
I would go with Blaststone myself.
Let's take Blaststone. Alright. Always gonna love green. We might be able to build green blue.
Green is really fun, at least in War of the Spark drafts, because of all the proliferate, as well as some pretty dope creatures and some synergies that you can make in drafting specifically.
Right, and as you keep drafting, now because these are bots, these aren't actual people, the bots are choosing what comes out of the pack. In a traditional draft, you'll kind of be watching and seeing what colors are being taken, and then try not to draft that same color, because if you really want to draft red but you're not getting any red cards, pretty clear somebody else is drafting red and they're getting them before you do. Mm-hmm. So you might want to switch strategies up. I think that we'll take Jace's Triumph because card draw is good, and especially if we find a Jace. And I think we'll probably find Courage and Crisis later if we want to switch into green. But blue, I'm seeing some solid blue draws that we could get. Plus Rawl's Outburst, if we can find it. Again, let's go ahead. I think Jace's Triumph. Or do you want to take Rawl?
Well, you're the one that's really building the deck. But between the two of them, I don't know. I would probably choose Rawls.
Well, we'd probably take Solid Removal. Yeah, I'd probably go with some removal. Let's take the Rawl. So kind of right now we're in blue-green, but we could switch that up. We might not stay in blue-green.
I mean, technically right now we're actually in blue-red.
Sorry, I meant blue-red, but you know what I meant, audience. I think we'll take Stealth Mission, because if we can find a creature to put it on, that would be really good.
Yeah, that would be good.
Or Mana Geo to fix our mana. Bend.
Let's see, drafting takes a while because you really need to consider like what kind of deck you want to build.
Actually, let's take Spellgorger.
Ooh.
Because Spellgorger is a solid. If we're building red anyway, Spellgorger is solid.
Spellgorger is amazing. So what Spellgorger does is anytime you cast a non-creature spell, is it non-creature or is it non-creature red?
Non-creature.
Yep, just a non-creature spell. So that means like an instant, a sorcery, a planeswalker, basically anything other than creature, then it will add a 1/1 counter on top of Spellgorger, and it just keeps building. It's great. If you can put it down, was it Dambreaker? The Kashora's Dambreaker was really good in a deck that I built.
Yes, but I'm thinking I might try Crush Descent instead first, because having some counter magic might be good, especially with our plan.
Yeah.
Because Goblet Assault Team is usually really easy to find, and I like Goblet Assault Team a lot, especially in Draft. In Draft, it's a lot easier to play big creatures like this, because it's so hard for people to have the right kind of counter magic or destroying spells, so you usually can get off with paying 6 mana without being in danger of being not fast
killed
enough.
Yeah.
I was saying not aggro enough, but maybe. So I'm really taking between these two right now.
I would get Crush's Descent first, because Dambreaker you can find probably in another deck.
Yes, we're going to take Teferi's Time Twist. Love
Teferi's Time Twist is amazing.
There we go. We're taking Burning Prophet. Solid draw for us. And Invading Manicore for late game. I'm going to take Encouraging Crisis just in case we decide to build a little bit of green in there.
And you have mana geode, so.
Yep, and we're going to take Iron Bully, because then we've got...
And as you can see, once you get kind of towards the end, when you have like maybe 5 or less cards, there's really not the same mana that...
We should have taken the first Tibalt, because we could have taken a second Tibalt. Sorry, continue. I cut you off.
Yeah, it's okay. Just keep looking at your cards there. Decide what you want. So, anyway, what I was getting to is once you get down to like maybe 5 or less cards that are left for you to pick, typically you won't find the specific colors of the deck that you're building because most of them have been chosen. So, you either go for a card that you think that you could fit into your deck, kind of like Splash with green, which is what we're doing right now, or maybe Splash with red, or sorry, Splash with black. But you could also just pick them and then take them out because you're going to have more than 40 cards at the end, so you can take out the necessary cards in order to bring it back down to 40. That Planeswalker, what's that?
I know. Do I dare take Tameo and splash some green? Do I take Flux Channeler? Or do I take the Burning Prophet?
Ooh, such a difficult decision.
And this is why drafting is kind of fun, because you never know.
Because you can build really janky decks.
Yep, and they help you win. Do I dare take it? Splash.
You already have Courage and Crisis.
Which could be good.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't pass this up. I can't pass it up. Even if I'm not going to use it, can't pass it up. I think we're going to take Colossus Dismissal over nice. Contingency Plan. Because we don't have a ton that's going to give counters right now.
Yeah, no, I would go with Dismissal first.
Take Dismissal. Ooh, yes, we'll take Dovin. Unless there's anything else. Yeah, I think we'll take Dovin over Sky. Just because it gives us some outs.
Basically what Dovin does is it prevents damage dealt to you by a specific creature your opponent has.
Stealth Mission or take him and then really do 3-color. No. I think it's better to take Stealth Mission. I think it is. We're taking Stealth Mission.
Well, you're the one that's building the deck, so yep, that's what matters.
We're going to take Heartfire because it's a solid late game plan. Take...
Oh, Kismea's Transmutation is so annoying when it's used against you.
Take Sky. Mana... Oh, no. Invading Manicore. We're playing red. Go ahead and take the other Iron Bully. Yeah, I'd take On-Crop Invader. Sure. Sure. Yes, that's all we can do. Well, definitely taking Narset.
Ooh, Narset.
Yeah, just making sure there's nothing else. We're not even playing those colors. Those are the only 2 colors we're certainly not. Well, I mean, the only one color we're
the only 2
not.
colors, and one of them is
only
half
2.
the deck.
Yeah. Definitely taking Narset, though. Just gotta make sure. Yeah, Narset's amazing. Oh, we're not playing those colors, are we?
No.
Too bad.
Yeah, Kaya is a great card.
Spellkeeper Weird or No Escape? No Escape.
I would
have a second No Escape. Or maybe.
So what would you use Spellkeeper's Ward for?
Weird.
Sorry. I think
Teferi's Time Twist, Hard Fire, a second No Escape, Stealth Mission.
Yeah, I would go with that. See, that's what you need to look at. You're like, okay, so when would I use this?
I think we take the second Dovin. Or do we take No Escape? Or do we even take Grim Initiate?
Man, such difficult decisions.
I think, well, for my Iron Bully will still be there, so we can pick that up. Casminius Transmutation probably will be there. That's usually there. No Escape. I think we take the Dovin. And Grim Initiate will probably always be there.
I would take Dovin.
I think we take Dovin.
It's going to be gone next round.
Oh, if I was playing.
If you were playing white, but you're not.
We'll also take. Ooh. Thoughts.
Things. Words are conducive to conversation.
Yes, I do have to make a conversation in order for us to have a conversation. There you go.
I know.
I think there's so many creatures, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think we do take Colossus Dismissal because then it's a second amass. We're kind of half amassing. Oh, I love Bond of Passion actually so much. Taking that, it's won me a couple of key games.
Nice.
Taking Sky Theater. Taking the Stealth Mission.
See, flying is really good in these draft decks because there's not a whole lot of answers for them.
Should we put that in for memes?
So when I played the what was it? That one draft.
Yeah, we're taking it.
That unlimited? Well, no, not unlimited draft. What draft was it? Where it's like you get to play
Omniscience.
from your hand. Yes, Omniscience. I played the Omniscience draft, and I had what was it? Ugins? No, not Ugins. Whatever that. I can't remember the colors now. I can picture in my head though. Anyway, that color list that he was working on, that he was looking at. And so this is something that Zinc here does. He likes to erase everything so that he can actually like build his deck
much better. All right, taking that, taking Iron Bolus, taking both of these. Sky Theater, keeping Spell, Stealth, yes. No Escapes, Ashiok, yes. Burning Prophet, yes.
You're not taking the Time Twist?
Maybe not.
Oh, okay.
Outburst, sure. Yes. And the reason I'm not going to keep these is because we're playing best 2 of 3. And in between there's what's called sideboarding. And sideboarding, a little different in draft than it is anything else. But essentially what sideboarding is you have like a mini deck where you can switch cards out from your main deck. So let's say that they're playing a bunch of creature hate. Probably they're going to board in Teferi's Time Twist so that I can kind of counter that, or maybe just take out my creatures altogether and put something else in.
We'll go a little bit more into this when we actually get to the sideboarding section, but that's just a little bit of an overview of what sideboarding is.
Yeah, so I'm going to keep this in sideboard because I don't know if my opponent's going to play a lot of creatures. Same with Bond of Passion. Hard Fire going to keep out because I don't know if I'm going to even want to sacrifice my creatures. But the 2 Dovins will be good. And then probably that. And that might be a solid...
That looks like a good deck to me.
Might be. We'll find out.
We'll see.
Oh, except I do want the Iron Bullies, actually. And Blaststone. Blaststone we can put in, and that's not a problem. God Pharaoh Statue, sure. What are we taking out?
Oh, yeah, so what I was getting to was with God's Pharaoh Statue, I was playing that one draft, and... Since, you're supposed to, in that particular draft, you can just play your hand because they don't cost anything. It costs 0 mana to cast spells from your hand. Well, with God's Pharaoh Statue, you then had to pay an extra 2 mana in order to cast from your hand. So it was really annoying, but it was also really funny to play with.
Yes, and that draft, sad you guys missed it. I actually hope you did play it, but it was a ton of fun. Sometimes Wizards or Arena will put out those kind of janky... fun drafts to play in, and you have to watch for those. So let's see. I'm going to keep out Crush Descent because I don't know if I want all of my counter magic. I may want counter magic, but I'd rather.
Iron Belly?
No, for God Pharaoh statue. Late game. Because that one could be good. Could be. It's a clock at least. Iron Bully. I don't know if I need it yet. Well, we'll see what this does. What are we going to call it? Memes?
Memes and jank?
Memes and jank.
Alright.
If you're able to cast a spell without paying its mana cost and there's an X in it, X must be 0. Very good point. Glad you brought that up. If you have a spell with X and you get to cast that for free, X has to be 0. In case you were wondering.
Like your
like Finality of Glory.
Yeah, final.
Alright. Let's do this.
Argunter.
Argunther? Play first. Keep. Perfect hand, actually.
That does look like a really nice. It
curves out really nicely because we've got our 2-drop, and then our 3-drop, and then this one if we have nothing else,
and then a 5.
And this one can't be blocked. This is great. Now, unfortunately, this is best to a 3, or maybe fortunately if we lose, but I'm planning on not losing, which means that we do have to play our opponent again if we win, or if we lose. I mean, either way, we have to play our opponent at least once more, and then if we win one, our opponent win one, we go to Game 3. Now we're just waiting for our opponent to decide whether or not they want to keep their cards. And for those who are wondering, we have officially London Mulligan.
Yes!
London Mulligan is officially online, and if you guys don't remember what that is, instead of drawing down a card, so if I had, if I mulliganed once, instead of drawing 6, I still draw to 7, and then once I've decided that I like to keep my hand for how many times I've mulliganed, I put that many cards on the bottom of my library. No, it's a little confusing. We will eventually get to that. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to just dismiss it.
You are dismissed.
Because this gets +1/+0 for each non-creature spell I've cast this turn, and I get another blocker if I need one.
Is it for each, or is it just gets a +1/+?
For whenever I cast one. Yeah, and so it forces me to pay it again.
And you have another Callous Dismissal.
I think that, yes. Yep, that's solid. Actually, because then we get to hit him for 4.
Yep.
I'll attack.
Nice.
And then next turn, Stealth Mission on this bad boy. Yeah. It'll be good. Yep, and he has to pay it again. This is good. Opponent has nothing that apparently they can do. We could Spellkeeper and then return that.
That'd be funny.
But what I am going to do
that next turn.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm going to go ahead and Stealth Mission on... I think I want a Stealth Mission on this. And attack with both and he can block. And maybe kill it.
Decisions.
Because this would... What gets in more? Because this... Actually, either way it's the same. But I think I'd rather have the counters on him.
On the flyer.
Because I can amass 2, hopefully in a few turns. I think I'm just going to attack with this guy.
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
He has one
mana.
1 red.
We're not modern, we can't just Lightning Bolt something.
Even then, Lightning Bolt does 3 damage, you have 4.
Yeah, you can kill that if you really wanted to. Alright. We're doing good. Next turn, play this. Turn after, return that. Ooh, we're doing so good.
He's got Spellboard.
And he concedes. Alright, so now we go to sideboarding. Now we'll explain what sideboarding is. I actually really liked that, so I'm not going to run anything back. But let's just say, for example, Sky Theater's Strix wasn't very good. I could board those out. Take into Fairy's Time Twist and Casmina. Not going to do that, but that's kind of the basics, is I could take things out of this and put things from my sideboard into my main deck.
And so since this is draft, he has different cards than he would in a regular sideboard. So in a regular sideboard, you make your deck, and then you also pick another 15 cards that you're like, hey, I really could use these if I was against a specific type of deck. That is a lot of land.
Do I dare keep, though? Because that's not bad, especially because my opponent goes first. So unless I draw more land, that actually isn't bad. I'm going to keep. I like memes, and we're up, so if we really lose... see, that's what I was worried about. Often, Arena likes to just give you all of your lands at once. I don't know about the coding on that. It really bugs me. Yep, see, there we go. We're just gonna go ahead and dismiss it.
You are dismissed.
Because then you have to play it again. That's the only reason. Okay, that's fine. And now I really need. Oh, see what? I don't need Blast Zone, but Blast Zone's not bad because it enters with 1. Means I can blow that up.
Yeah.
So what Blast Zone does is it enters with X charge. Well, it enters with 1 charge counter. I can put more charge counters on it, or I can just straight up sacrifice it and destroy each non-land permanent with converted mana cost equal to the number of charge counters on Blast Zone. Really confusing. Essentially, it means if this has a 1, it is. It just costs 1. This would blow it up. This has 3. Wouldn't blow it up, but I couldn't put 2 more charge counters on it and then blow that up. Sure.
He's like, what? You have a Spellgorger's Weird too?
Yep. Fight me, bruh.
He's like, I will. I have a Pegasus in the air. You can't hit me.
Yeah, except he's going to hit me for... Yeah. Do you have a burn spell? I'd wager it no, but...
I would wager wrong.
I wagered very wrong.
That was
then
probably
he hits me
his
for
own
3.
burn spell.
Okay, I want a mana core right now. What? Nothing else. I just... Okay, that's fine. Just hit me for 2.
The other thing Magic really likes to do is give you the exact cards you asked for, as long as you asked for it like 5
really
times.
nicely. See? Oh, did I call that, or did I call that?
Oh, you totally called
I
that.
very much so called that, my good sir.
You gonna summon it back?
No. I'm not.
Okay.
What I am going to do, though, he's going to be able to respond to this, but that's okay. I'm just going to sacrifice this. I want to blow this up. And we'll see if he's... Yeah, he's going to float the mana, tap this, and tap the Spellgorger. Sorry, the Spellkeeper. But I did get in for 1.
Yeah! 1 damage! And it's not like you can block the...
I couldn't block the
now.
flying anyway. And so really, it just worked out. Okay. Sure, why not? We'll go ahead and return this. Submits. We'll sacrifice this. At this point, he was just kind of dead weight. Oh, why did it do that way? Oh, that's stupid. Alright, never mind.
So the other thing about Magic is it automatically chooses which land, and you have to like manually override it.
Which I didn't do. So I just messed that all up. We could have gotten in for an extra 2 points of damage and made him... that was awful. Alright. Well, we take 3. We're just fine. Okay. But the next turn we do get our mana core down, which is really nice. And then this becomes a 3/3. Yep, and then we get attack, which is nice. And the next turn we get attack with both of these and return something to his hand. I hope he blocks.
Yes,
and doesn't have a burn spell or a pump spell, but he has red open. Oh, of course.
Pump.
Well, that's okay because this does die.
Yep, still dies.
Yep. And I'm actually okay with that. I'm okay with trading because he can't proliferate because he has nothing with counters.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I need, no. All right. That's rough.
No, hit escape.
Oh, I'm going to do rude things.
Ooh, I like it when you do rude things.
Okay, ready for this?
Oh, yeah.
Return this. I'm going to counter it when he casts it next time.
Oh,
Player island. Go attacking. Hit him for 4. That's the turn. He's going to cast Feather again. Except he doesn't realize I've got a little party surprise for his Feather. And it doesn't get to escape. Yeah, no escape, buddy. No escape. Thank you so much for messing up my lands for me. Because if not, I wouldn't have been able to get rid of that Feather. And life would have been a lot worse.
Yep.
But it was good. It worked out. Now, God Pharaoh or another Mana Core?
I would probably go another Mana Core.
Yeah, you're probably right. Alright.
And then you can also cast...
Yeah, because it is an extra 2 points of damage. Let's see. I don't know what he can really realistically do. Because we can deal 8, 9, 10, 11. He dies if he attacks. Well, unless he has a response, which he could very well have one.
Yeah, he's got white, so I mean...
Who knows? He's got white and red, very good at exiling or burning your creatures. So we'll see what he does. But if I get if I attack for 7 and he takes 7, if he manages to get rid of one of the mana cores, then he does lose a life at the end.
Oh, they gain vigilance.
Until end of turn. Oh, that is lovely. So he does get to hit me. Right.
And now they can block.
Ooh, perfect. To any target. I actually want to get rid of the Pegasus.
Because now there's no flying.
Choose one to go to my hand. Put a card in your hand, the other one in your graveyard. Choose that one.
You gotta read it, because you could select the wrong one.
Yep. And that would be
that's
bad.
not happy. That's not a happy day.
I'm just going to attack with both these. I'd rather not trade yet.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you
and
do
he
some
has to block.
shenanigans... he has to block at least one. So Burning Actually, I think Loxodon dies. That's what I would do. But maybe he just loses. GG's.
Oh.
Well, take
he wants
those.
to sideboard again?
Well, he can't.
Oh, no, yeah, you win.
I
No.
win.
Okay, weird, but hey, a win is a win, right?
A win is a win.
A win is a win when a win is a win.
And always collect those daily rewards.
Yep, because then you can draft. Alright, so that has been just a little bit of a demonstration on how you draft. Hope you enjoyed that. Zinc, is there anything you want to say before we head off?
The more you win, the better rewards you get. So if you noticed, I paid 1,500 gems for that. If I just win 3 times, then I get my money back, plus 4 packs. So it definitely took me a while to actually get to this point where I managed to come up with some ideas and build decks that are more synergistic and not just, oh, that card looks pretty, I'm going to take it.
Mm-hmm.
And definitely if you're trying to if you have one card, like a rare card that you need from one of your decks, go ahead and take it. It's just a draft. Who cares if you win or lose, if that's the card you need, because wild cards are to come by. But the more you win, the better you draft. Then you start getting these awesome rewards.
Yeah, look at 5 wins.
Wizard paid you to play that draft.
That's 4 wins. I said look at 5 wins.
Oh, I think you said look at 4.
No, I said 5. Yeah, so look at 5 wins. You get 2,100 gems and 6 packs. That's amazing.
Yeah, it's 600 more than what you paid for.
And 6 packs.
Gems aren't exactly cheap.
I mean, we'll show you how much they cost.
Gems. So 750 gems, $5. So it's almost like they paid you $5 to play that if you won the entire thing. A little bit less, but essentially that's what they're doing, especially because they're giving you 6 packs, 5 packs. So it's like they paid you $5 or $10 for that draft.
Yeah.
So make the system work for you. That's all I'm saying. Make sure you stay with synergies. Don't just go for the pretty cards or the more powerful cards. Think ahead, think through. And you'll lose some, you'll win some. Sometimes your opponent just happened to draft better than you did, but
yeah,
just be smart while you draft.
Yeah, so that was a wonderful episode. Thank you so much. Please hit the like button below, subscribe. We are more than happy to continue to produce these videos for you. Any comments below, what you liked about drafting, what your experiences were like drafting on Arena. So this is Bronze.
This is Zinc.
And this is
BronZink.